Hey, the word thug is an ancient Indian word that was imported into the English language, first appearing in an English novel in 1939 called Confessions of a Thug. One of the most surprising things is that a country that had conquered the world and looted trillions of dollars did not already have a word for thug. That would be like if India didn't have a word for match fixing. Confessions of a Thug was about a mysterious group of robbers who roamed the highways of India, befriending, strangling, and then robbing their victims, all the while devoting their crimes to the goddess Khali. This is based on a report from a British officer in India, William Sleeman, who found the shallow graves of robbing victims and threw in the bit about Khali to dress up the tale. By the time the story had filtered all the way up the ranks to the British press, the story became that there was a group of Hindu murderers worshipping Khali and killing to honour her. For a parallel process, this would be like if Russell Peters went to England, saw a Toyota Camry taking up 2 bays at Tesco's, and made everyone in India believe that British people double park for Jesus. The thugs would target groups smaller than themselves and then befriend them, asking them questions like, "Where are you from? And have you seen Indian Matchmaker?" After a day or two, they would wait for the right moment, and then one thug would distract the victim, while the other thug would surprise them and then strangle them with a handkerchief or a noose. Usually a handkerchief, as no one wants to befriend a dude with a noose. They would then bury the body nearby and move on up the highway. One of the things about Indian highways is that it's very easy to hide a dead body due to all the jungle vegetation nearby. Unlike, say, burying a body in the Middle Eastern deserts, where you're one wind change away from having to start all over again. When the British arrived in India, they tried to eradicate the thugs and did a pretty good job of catching those who fled on land. However, some thugs fled using rivers. They were the criminal love child of Al-Qaeda and Huckleberry Finn. The British were less successful at catching them, as river voyages were rough. The main cure for seasickness was ginger, and most Scottish and English officers of the time would rather swallow molten lead than eat spices. So who were the thugs? Everyone loves a good origin story. Oh, a spider bit me. Oh, my distant planet blew up and so now I'm a reporter. Some legend has it that the thugs were formerly Muslim soldiers of the Emperor Akbar, who disbanded after the collapse of the Mughal Empire. Other reports say that they were Hindu soldiers from Hindu kingdoms that disbanded when the British arrived. Perhaps in spiritually minded cultures, we try to create overly elaborate origin stories for our criminals. They descended from Mount Fuji. They emerged from a lotus blossom. One thing that's refreshing about Australia is that when someone nicks a plasma screen TV, no one says, "Oh, his people descended from Mount Methamphetamine and he has the strength of 6 paramedics." The thugs were virtually gone by the early 1900s. They still exist, but the modern day term is Bollywood film producer. In the modern West, the most common use of the term is thug life, which is the name given to someone who overcomes stressful situations by channeling the character qualities of a gangster. Tupac coined the term, and he put it like this.
Oh, when I say thug, I mean not criminal or someone that will beat you over the head. I mean the underdog. I mean someone who goes out there and succeeds, who has overcome all obstacles.
If thugs were writing a motivational poster, they would say, "Your challenges are travellers on the highway, and your willpower is the handkerchief."